afternoon po to all our students, teachers, and parents who are watching us today for our Ituloy online tutorial for HUMSS Senior High School, Introduction to World Religions and Belief Systems. So sa atin pong comment box, type po natin kung saan pong parte tayo ng Pilipinas nanonood at nagjo-join ngayon. Yan. Para po sa ating mga viewers from Facebook, ayan, good afternoon po. And also from our viewers sa ating YouTube page po. So once again, our coverage for today is fourth quarter. Yan, finally fourth quarter na po tayo, no? Week 3 po, ilang linggo na lang at matatapos na ang school year. For this week po, we'll be covering about the comparative analysis of Hinduism, Theravada Buddhism, and Mahayana Buddhism. Yan. Para sa ating mga students and teachers, ayan, kindly stay with us po because this will be an interesting topic to discuss, that we will discuss today. Okay. So, ayan, si Sir Jerry Lou Masiglat from YouTube, I think. Yan, from Pampanga si Sir. Yan, good afternoon po. So, once again, live po tayo sa ating DepEd EdTech Unit Facebook page, sa ating DepEd Philippines and DepEd Tayo Facebook pages. And nandito rin po tayo live ngayon sa ating YouTube channel sa DepEd EdTech Unit and DepEd TV. So, I am Tutor Anna from SDO Las Piñas, Las Piñas City National Senior High School, CAA Campus. Hello po sa atin dyan sa Las Piñas. So, this is once again, Introduction to World Religions and Belief System. Every Thursday po, we have this session, 5:20 to 6 p.m. So, check out po natin ang ating Facebook page and ang ating YouTube channel. Ayan, sige. So, ating comment box, kasama natin si Miss Tina Vinluan from BBNHS Dagupan. Wow, layo ni ma'am. Si Sir Jerry Lu yan from Pampanga. Yan, si Sir Jerry Lu yan. Hello po sa inyong lahat dyan. Alright, sige. So, for quarter 4, week 3 ng World Religions, for the end of the session, we'll be able to hopefully discuss and explain the uniqueness and similarities of Mahayana and Theravada Buddhism. So, today's session is somehow just a summary of the basic concepts that we have discussed in comparison to both of the Buddhisms that we had, the Theravada and the Mahayana Buddhism. Alright? Sige po. So before we proceed with that, review po muna tayo before we focus on the analysis and the comparison. So from last week's topic, ayan, Tera or Maha. Yan. On our comment box, ito po ang gagawin natin ha. Yan. Sa mga bago ko explain, hi po muna ulit kay Miss Mary Grace Banal. Good afternoon po, watching from SDO Quezon. Yan, parang all over the Philippines talaga yung mga viewers natin. So, hello po, stay tuned lang po dyan, no? On the comment box po, again, write Tera if the statement refers to Theravada Buddhism, and write Maha naman po if it's Mahayana Buddhism. Alright? So, ganun po. Review po muna tayo nung Theravada and Mahayana Buddhism. Let's see if you know concepts and terms po na discuss natin from last week. Yan. Are you ready? Ready na po ba tayo? Sige. Sa mga viewers natin na ngayon, students and teachers, and even maybe parents, ayan. Type po sa ating comment box ang 1 if you're ready for our review. Type 1 lang po tayo dyan sa ating comment box. So that we know na kayo ay ready na nga at handa na sa pagsasagot ng ating reviewer questions for today. Yan, taga Quezon Science High School, si Ma'am Mary Grace. Ayan. Hello po, ma'am. Hopefully, may makita din tayong students, no, na mag-join sa atin ngayon and we'll know kung ready na din ba sila sa pagpo-participate today. Okay? So, wala pa ako nakikitang comment, but anyway, we'll proceed na po. Tapos, just type your answer as you see the questions on our live stream today. Okay? Sige po. Let's proceed. Let's go with number 1. Tera or Maha? Write on the comment box. Believes in bodhisattvas. Ayan. Ano po ba ito? Theravada Buddhism or Mahayana Buddhism? Kung Theravada po ito, right Thera. Kung ang statement naman po ay naniniwala or related sa Mahayana Buddhism, type po natin ang Maha. Maha lang, parang pagkain lang. Kakanin. Ayan, sige. Number one, again, the question is, believes in Buddhism. Is this po? Ayan, sabi ni Sir Jerry Lou Masiglat, it's Terra. May sagot din siyang Maha. Hindi natin sure kung alin talaga din yung sagot. But anyway, ayan, good afternoon po muna kay Mr. Fiel Barakia, watching from Jesus A. Ramos, NHS, Manukan 2, District Zamboanga del Norte Division. Ayan, sige. Hello po. Ayan. So to answer our question number 1, the correct answer is, this is Maha. Mahayana Buddhism po ito. Bodhisattvas is a term na ginagamit po nila para sa mga taong malapit nang ma-achieve yung nirvana or yung pagiging Buddha, but pinili nila na hindi maabot yon para tulungan din yung ibang tao na nagde-desire makaabot ng Buddhahood. Kumbaga, they are guides for the people to achieve Buddhahood as well. Okay? Ayan, sige po. And then, number 2, let's see. Question number 2, is this Thera or Maha? Sacred scriptures are written in Pali language. Is this Thera or Maha? Yan, let's see. Yan, active si Sir Jerry Lou sa Facebook natin. Ang sagot niya is Maha. How about the others po? Meron po bang gustong mag-try? Is this Thera or Mahayana Buddhism? Sacred scriptures are written in Pali language. Okay, 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ang tamang sagot po dito is Theravada Buddhism actually. Okay? Kasi Pali language pong ginagamit nila. Kaya mapapansin po natin yan sa mga text. Kapag wala pong R, yung term, mostly yan po ay Pali language. Kapag may R naman po ay Maha. Okay? Parang Dharma, Karma, yan. Pero kapag wala pong R, mostly yung text na Indian sounding or concept ng Buddhism, Theravada Buddhism po yun kasi Pali language yung ginamit nila. Alright? Next one, number 3. Yan, let's see. Believes that Buddha is a mere human being who achieved nirvana. Yan, is this Thera or Maha? Tingnan po natin. Again, number 3, believes that Buddha is a mere human being who achieved nirvana. Is this Thera or Maha? Theravada Buddhism or Mahayana Buddhism? Sige. Is this Thera or Mahayana Buddhism? 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ang tamang sagot po is Theravada. Thera because it's Theravada Buddhism. Yan. So, because they believe that Buddha or Siddhartha Gautama is actually just a human being. Hindi siya God or hindi siya super special being. Kundi siya ay ordinaryong tao lang na naka-achieve ng nirvana. Okay? Sige, number 4. Yan, let's see. Ito po ba ay Thera or Maha? Theravada Buddhism or Mahayana Buddhism? Number 4. Type po natin sa ating comment box. Believes in Trikaya or the three bodies of Buddha. Ito po ba ay paniniwalang Theravada Buddhism or Mahayana Buddhism? So, lagay po natin sa ating comment box ang Thera if it's Theravada Buddhism or Maha naman po kapag ito ay Mahayana Buddhism. Alright? Sige, again, for number 4, believes in Trikaya or three bodies of Buddha. 5 seconds po. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer for number 4 is Maha, okay? Which means Mahayana Buddhism po ito. Okay? And for our last question, ayan, is this Theravada or Mahayana Buddhism belief have their own sets of clergy that they call lamas? Okay? Is this Thera or Maha? Again, they believe or they have their own sets of clergies that they call lamas. Is this Thera or Maha? Yan. Sabi ni Sir Derelu, Mahayana Buddhism. The correct answer for number 5 actually is yan, Theravada Buddhism. Okay? Sige po. So, yun. Review lang tayo. Let's see kung gaano katagal na yung, gaano kadami yung sagot ninyo doon na tama. Okay? Now, proceed po tayo doon sa discussion natin sa comparative analysis ng dharmic religions natin. Okay? Pag sinabi natin dharmic religions, these are the religions Hinduism, Theravada, and Mahayana Buddhism. Okay? Yan po yung dharmic religions. But sila tinawag na dharmic religions? Because ang origin po ng dharmic is from the term dharma, which is an integral concept for all of the three religions na makikita natin sa ating screen. So later, i-discuss natin ano nga ba yung dharma at bakit mahalaga ito for these religions na mostly ay nagsimula sa South Asia, particularly na po sa India. Okay, so stay tuned po tayo. Sige, so before we proceed, muna tayo sa topic na dharma. Ano nga ba ang dharma yan? Sabi ko kanina. Dharma for Hinduism, mag-iba po kasi, though slightly parehas, pero may pagkakaiba po sa pagkakagamit ng term na dharma for Hinduism and sa Buddhism po, whether it's Theravada or Mahayana Buddhism. So for Hinduism, dharma refers to the religious and moral law governing a person's conduct. So for Hinduism, dharma is somehow like their ethics. Ano nga ba ang tama or mali? Ano nga ba ang forbidden? Ano nga ba ang corrupted ideas and concept? Yun yung dharma para sa kanila. And people should know their dharma or ano nga ba yung tama or mali nilang ginagawa base sa ipinagkalob sa kanilang social status. Okay? So that's for Hinduism. Next naman po, for the Buddhist schools naman, which means the Mahayana and the Theravada Buddhism, dharma pertains to the cosmic law and order or to Buddha's teachings. Tungkol siya sa katuruan ni Siddhartha Gautama. Para siyang, kung sa ano pa to, Star Wars, ito yung force, the force, ang tinatawag nila, yung dharma or yung cosmic law na nag-guide sa mga ginagawa ng mga tao. And mainly, ito ay tungkol sa katuruan ni Siddhartha Gautama or ni Buddha himself. Okay? So, that's dharma for Hinduism and Buddhism. Okay? So, all of these religions, like what I've said, originated from the very large country of India. Okay? They are both from India. Okay? So, dito po sa part na ito ng India, sa northeastern part ng India, nag-originate ang mga religions na ito. For Hinduism po, it is founded in the Indus Valley civilization, though hindi po talaga naitatala sa kasaysayan kung anong exact na oras, petsa, pagkakataon sa ating kasaysayan nagsimula ang paniniwalang ito. But during the time of the British occupation sa India, ay tinalaga nila yung, kumbaga, they set all of the rules and regulations and the traditions and culture of the Indus Valley civilization ay inaccumulate nila at nilagyan nila ito ng pangalan as Hinduism. That's why we have the name Hinduism as the religion, right? And then for on the other hand, for Buddhism naman po, it traces to the origins in North India around 6th century BCE naman po. So mas nauna po ang Hinduism compared sa Buddhism because Buddhism is just an offshoot of Hinduism. dahil may mga indifferences and may mga stereotypes and inequalities na nangyayari under the religion of Hinduism, ay si Siddhartha Gautama po as the Buddha was the one who introduced a set of belief na nagpabago sa paniniwala ng mga Indians by their time. Okay, so Buddha himself was actually a Hindu kshatriya or noble people during his time bago siya maging si Buddha. Okay? Sige po. Now, on the concept of morality, so briefly na-discuss na natin yung origins, pinagmulan ng Buddhism, or hindi lang ng Buddhism, but the Dharmic religions. Ngayon naman po, the questions of morality. Pag sinabi nating morality, yan, alam naman po natin yan. Ano ang tama or mali, ano ang makatarungan, ano ang mga hindi mo dapat ginagawa. Okay? So, meron po tayong mga laws, ethics na pinagkukuhaan nun. So, for Hinduism, ang pinaka-main concept and idea nila on morality is based on the moral values of the karma and the dharma. Ay kanina po nabanggit natin, dharma for them is the moral law or the code that they have to follow sa kanilang religion. Ngayon naman po karma. Naririnig natin itong karma na to na ginagamit freely sa Philippines, 'di ba? Ano ba yung madalas nating nire-relate dito? Wag mong gagawin yan kasi baka makarma ka, 'di ba? Yun yung nire-relate natin mostly sa karma. Kumaga negative yung connotation natin when it comes to karma. Baka makarma ka kung gawin yan. Okay? But ano nga ba ang karma base sa paniniwala ng mga Hindu? Okay? So for Hinduism, karma evolves in the accumulation of one's past deeds that have direct effect on one's present condition. Okay? Sabi nga po sa kanta ni Beyonce, I think, di ba? What goes around comes back around. Kung ano ang ibinigay mo sa universe, kung anong binigay mo sa mundo, yun din yung babalik sa'yo. So kung ikaw ay naging mabuting tao, then the favor will also come to you in good terms. However, kung masama din naman yung ginagawa mo or nagawa mo, then later on, babalik din sa'yo yung kasamaan na nagawa mo. Okay? So, ganun po yung konsepto ng karma. Kung ano yung ginawa mo in the past kung ano yung present condition mo ngayon is a reflection of what you did in the past. Kung mahirap ka ngayon, kasi they believe in reincarnation, tama po, na nasa cycle tayo ng birth, death, and rebirth. So, kapag hindi ka naging mabuti sa life mo na to, then maybe on your next life ay hindi magiging maganda yung buhay mo. Maaring mas mahirap ka sa kung ano yung status mo ngayon, or baka nga magiging insekto ka pa base sa karma na ginawa mo on your past life. Okay? So that's for Hinduism. Next one, ang dharma naman for Hinduism, just like what I've said, will also mean law, duty, order, justice, and norm within Hinduism. Anything that is acceptable, anything that is commendable, then that is their dharma. Okay, yung obligation mo, yung moral law na dapat mong sinusunod for you to be accepted in your culture, society. Okay? Next one, for Buddhism naman po, ayan, meron din pong konsepto ng birth, death, and rebirth ang Buddhism. Yun nga lang po, mas nagkaroon sila ng freedom or democracy para makalaya dun sa cycle na yon, through following nga po the Four Noble Truths, the Eightfold Path na pinresent ni Siddhartha Gautama. Okay, so similarly, the cycle of rebirth persists in Buddhism, and succeeding lives may be affected by the moral laws of cause and effect or the karma. Meron ding konsepto ng karma. Yun nga lang po, tulad ng sinabi ko, meron silang kalayaan. Once you follow the Four Noble Truths, once you do the Eightfold Path, then basically, may chance ka na makalaya dun sa cycle na yun. Right? Now, for the concept of purpose, ano nga ba yung dahilan ng pagkabuhay ng mga tao? Sa kung ikaw man ay Hindu or kung ikaw man ay Buddhist. Okay? So, for Hinduism po, meron silang tinatawag na 4 desirable goals or yung tinatawag nilang Purushartha. Okay? It includes the Dharma Ayan, na-discuss po natin yan. The Artha, the Kama, and the Moksha. So, ano nga ba itong apat na ito? Pag sinabi nating Dharma, this refers to the truth, the right way of living, and the moral values. Yan, dapat hindi ka papatay basta-basta ng hayop, ng tao, hindi ka basta-basta magnanakaw. Because that's the truth, di ba? Iwasan mo yung mga masasamang bagay na yon. At the same time, commendable naman yung pagbibigay ng tulong, di ba? Pamimigay ng sobra or kung nakakahigit ka, then you have to offer more kasi mas maraming tao na kailangan. So, those are the dharma, the good and the bad things, the good things that you should do and the bad things that you should prevent doing. Okay? Next one naman po is the artha, or the security of having the material comfort one need to live in the world with ease, wealth, and meaning of life. So, hindi lang sila basta-basta mabubuhay or exist, but for the concept of artha, may desire or merong tsansa, hinahayaan ng universe ng isang Hindu ay magkaroon hindi naman marangiyang buhay, pero magandang buhay na komportable ka, nakakakain ka ng 3 beses sa isang araw. So, yun yung goal nila. At the same time, meron din silang goal or the kama, or enjoyment, sensual pleasure, and happiness. Ito po, minsan na nagkakaroon ng misconceptions about this because of the concept of Kama Sutra. If you're familiar with that, meron pong meron po silang book na nagde-describe ng iba't ibang sexual position na pinapakita po sa Kama Sutra. But hindi lang po siya entirely about that. It's about happiness and enjoyment na dapat din nilang ma-achieve or dapat din maging goal nila sa buhay. And lastly po, they have the concept of the moksha, or one of their goals as well, which is the liberation, the freedom from the cycle of death and rebirth, and self-realization and self-knowledge. So, ito yung ultimate goal nila na magkaroon sila ng peace of mind, ng comfort sa buhay nila by achieving self-realization and self-knowledge. Kaya sila nag-yoga, nagme-meditate for them to achieve that purposes in life. Okay? Next naman po, for Buddhism naman, ayan, ang goal talaga ng Buddhism is to terminate all forms of suffering. At magagawa lang po nila yon sa pamagitan ng paglayo nila sa sarili nila sa mga pleasures and impermanent entities ng mundo. Okay? For example, cellphone, yan. Ano siya, permanent siya sa atin, tangible siya, pero hindi siya ganun ka-importante in the whole being of a person. Dahil kaya mo namang mabuhay ng wala kang cellphone, yun nga lang, hindi ka komportable. So, kaya dapat daw nagkakaroon ng problema yung mga tao, according to Buddhism, is because we cling on the things that are basically with no lasting value. Kaya yun yung gustong ma-achieve ng Buddhism. In Theravada Buddhism, ang ginagawa nila para ma-achieve yung purpose nila na yun is to enjoy monastic way of life. Yung lalayo sila sa mga tao, magbe-meditate sila, or as much as possible ay hindi sila lalapit sa pleasures in life. For Mahayana Buddhism naman, they do this by offering enlightenment to anyone, hindi lang para sa mga priest or para sa mga monks nila, but for all those who want to join or who want to achieve nirvana. Kahit na ikaw ay ordinaryong tao, kahit na ikaw ay hindi ganun ka-religious or ka-spiritual, as long as you want to achieve that, then basically, magagawa mo yun by the help of the many sanghas and the bodhisattvas na meron sa kanila. Okay? Next one, destiny naman. Ayan, destiny. Saan ba mapupunta ang mga tao? Hinduism or Hindus and the Buddhists. Okay? For Hinduism, meron silang tinatawag na konsepto ng Atman or the eternal soul that is being reborn millions of times and in many forms subject to moral law of karma. Ayan. So, meron silang eternal soul na tinatawag. However, itong eternal soul na ito ay subject pa din sa sa pagkakaligaw, yan, dahil nakatira nga pa rin tayo sa earth, sa mundo, 'di ba? So, ang kailangan nilang gawin para makabalik sa light at lumayo sa darkness yung Atman or the eternal soul is to continuous meditation, yoga, ayan, yung konsepto po na iyon ay nagsimula talaga sa Hinduism because they want their eternal soul or the Atman to achieve light or to get away from darkness. Kaya sila nagme-meditate. Yung main ano talaga nila, main practices ng Hinduism. Okay? For Buddhism, of course, they also have that. However, the Buddhist goal is neither absorption into Dharma nor union with God. Wala silang konsepto talaga ng God for Buddhism. Kaya nga madalas ang ginagamit na term for Buddhism is not a religion but a philosophy of life kasi nga as much as possible nilalayo nila yung konsepto nila or konsepto ng paniniwala nila sa God. Okay? However, Buddhists inspired to reach nirvana. Ayan. Pag sinabi natin nirvana is ultimate happiness or yung bliss na meron ka kapag nakontento ka na sa buhay if you're following the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path natin. Okay? So, yun yung destiny para sa mga Buddhist people. Okay? What else? Ito yan. In Theravada School of Buddhism, the trainings on the development of ethical conduct, meditation, and insight assist in eradicating all forms of evil in order to acquire goodness and purify the mind. So yan, katulad ng mabanggit ko kanina, they do meditations and yoga para ma-acquire nila yung purification ng kanilang pag-iisip. Dahil maraming stimuli na meron sa mundong ito. So what they need to do is to focus only on things that are important para hindi naliligaw yung kanilang eternal soul or the Atman. Okay? For Mahayana Buddhism naman, what they do is they devote much attention to the Bodhisattva. Yan, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, enlightened beings na they delay their own enlightenment for them to benevolently aid other beings to reach their ultimate end. Focus sila sa sarili in achieving nirvana. Sa Mahayana Buddhism naman, it's a community of believers, kasama na yung mga bodhisattva, na tinutulungan ng bawat isa para maabot lahat ng tao na kilala nila ay maabot yung nirvana or makaalis sa cycle ng reincarnation na meron sa kanilang culture. Okay? And lastly, ito naman po, ang last topic natin are the views on women. Paano nga ba tinitingnan ng Hinduism, ng Buddhism, ang mga babae sa kanilang lipunan? Okay? Are they unequal or are they inferior to men or not? Okay? So, for Hinduism po, meron silang tinatawag na laws of Manu. What do we mean by that? It shows that Hindus honor their women because it's a fundamental teaching that has been laid down to their supplementary arms of the Vedas or the laws of Manu nga po, or tinatawag nilang Manusmriti. Dito nakalagay kung paano nga ba dapat tratuhin ng mga kalalakihan or the whole community ang mga babae sa kanilang lipunan. Okay? So, may mga misconception na ang mga Hindu women ay inferior, pero nababanggit po sa law of Manu na they are actually protected. Bata pa lang, dapat they are protected by their fathers. Kung sila naman ay may asawa na, they should be protected by their husbands or by their husband. And lastly naman, pag matanda na sila at may sarili ng mga anak, malalaki ng pamilya, they should be protected by their sons. So, ganun nila pinapakita yung respeto and honor nila sa mga babae by having specified on their supplementary arms yung pagtitreat sa mga babae. Okay? So, ayun nga lang, meron silang tinatawag na dasati Yan, this is a Hindu practice, okay? Because women should be honoring their husbands when they are married. So, ang babae po, a widow, na namatayan ng asawang lalaki, ay kailangang i-offer ang kanyang sarili sa isang sati or yung pilit na pagpapatay sa kanyang sarili sa pamagitan ng pagsusunog sa kanya, parang ito, nakakita, funeral pyre of her husband. Nandun yung husband niya, tapos kailangan kasama rin siya sa pagsusunog para ipakita yung devotion niya sa kanyang asawang lalaki. Then, kaya naman po naging issue itong concept na ito ng sati sa kanila is because it's inappropriate or hindi makatao dahil on the other hand naman po, kapag ang babae naman po ay namatay, ang Hindu women naman po ay namatay before her husband, hindi naman po iaalay yung kanyang husband dun sa kanyang libingan. So they find this practice are found to be inappropriate and unrespected of women. Kaya kung i-compare ang Hinduism sa Buddhism, mas hindi women-friendly ang Hinduism if this is the case na meron sa kanila. Okay? On the other hand, for Buddhism naman po, women have enjoyed considerable freedom in the religious life in Buddhism as compared to Hinduism. Makikita po natin sa pictures on the right side that women are being empowered, binibigyan sila ng position in the religious field nila para mamuno din. May mga bodhisattvas silang babae, papakita lamang na they respect women as they would respect men sa kanilang lipunan. Okay? Also, for the Buddhism, men are not always wise and women can also be wise. In Buddhism, women should not be treated as inferior to men because both are equally valuable in society, which we should all agree on, na dapat bigyan ng parehas na treatment, parehas na kung ang mga lalaki ay pwedeng maging leaders, then women should also because kaya din naman nila. So that's the view of Buddhism. Unlike sa Hinduism na may kakonting inferiority ang mga babae, ang pagtingin sa mga babae compared sa mga kalalakihan. Okay? Sige. So that would be all. Basically, yun yung summary natin nung pagkakaiba at pagkakapareha sa paniniwala ng Hinduism and Buddhism. Now, let's proceed with our pop quiz. Ayan, multiple choice po tayo. What we're going to do is read the statement carefully. Ipa-flash po natin statement here and write the letter of the correct answer on the comment section, and especially to those who are watching with us now. Okay? So, ready na po tayo? Alright, so if we're ready, ayan. So, let's start with question number 1. Okay, so I'll read and then on our comment box po, type po natin kung ano yung sagot ninyo for the following questions. Okay? Number 1. A practice when a widow kills herself to join her dead husband. Is it letter A, Artha, B, Karma, C, Sati, or letter D, Dharma? A practice when a widow kills herself to join her dead husband. Is it A, Artha, B, Karma, C, Sati, D, Dharma? 5 seconds po. 3, 2, 1. Ang tamang sagot for our number 1 question is Sati. Ayan, ito yung na-discuss ko kanina. Okay, next one, number 2. It involves the accumulation of one's past deeds that have direct effect on one's present condition. Is it letter A, Artha, B, Karma, C, Sati, or letter D, Dharma? Accumulation of one's past deeds that have direct effect on one's present condition. Is it letter A, Artha, B, Karma, C, Sati, D, Dharma? 5 seconds. Ang tamang sagot is Letter B, karma. Okay. Number 3, let's see. Hinduism believes that within the human is an internal soul or the blank. Is it A, Atman, B, Maitreya, C, Laws of Manu, D, Dukkha? 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ang tamang sagot po is letter A. Eternal soul for Hinduism is called Atman. Okay. Next, number 4, second to the last. It is an integral concept for Hinduism and Buddhism that is referred as the moral or the cosmic law. Is it A, Artha, B, Karma, C, Sati, or letter D, Dharma? Ano pong sagot natin dito? It is an integral concept for Hinduism and Buddhism that is referred as the moral or cosmic law. A, Artha, B, Karma, C, Sati, D, Dharma. Ayan. The correct answer, ayan, may nagsagot sa ating comment box. Si Miss Ruth, sabi ni Miss Ruth Pamitan, it's letter D. So the correct answer is, ayan, correct po kayo ma'am. It's letter D, Dharma, or the moral or cosmic law for the Buddhism and Hinduism. Okay, and last question. These supplementary arms of the Vedas that includes texts about honoring Hindu women. Is it A, Atman, B, Maitreya, C, Laws of Manu, or letter D, Dukkha? Again, these supplementary arms of the Veda includes texts about honoring Hindu women. Is it A, Atman, B, Maitreya, C, Laws of Manu, D, Dukkha? Yan. Ano pong sagot natin dito? 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer for number 5 is letter C. Ayan, tama si Miss Ruth. It's letter C, Laws of Manu. Or Manusmriti naman, yung ginagamit din nilang Sanskrit term for that. Okay? So, good job po sa mga nagsagot. Ayan, thank you, Miss Ruth, for joining us on our pop quiz. Okay? So, ito naman, at thinking hat lang, just a question that we can ponder on maybe later or pwede nating itype sa ating comment box. Ayan. Katulad ng nabanggit natin kanina, karma is a Hindu term na present din po sa ating paniniwala bilang mga Filipino. Now, the question is, how is the concept of karma being used by Filipinos on a daily basis? Paano nga ba at ano nga ba yung naidudulot ng concept ng karma sa mga Filipino? Ayan, yun po yung ating pwedeng pag-isipan. Ano nga ba at paano nakaka-apekto kaya ang karma? Ano ang karma para sa mga Pilipino at paano nakaka-apekto ito sa pang-araw-araw nating buhay? So, yan po. Maybe you can ponder on that later and type on our comment box kung ano po yung sa tingin ninyong ano ito at paano nakaka-apekto sa ating mga Filipino. Okay? So, for our references po, we have here sa ating slide, makikita yung ating references alongside with the modules po na meron na ginagamit din po ng ating mga estudyante or kayo po bilang mga guro for Introduction to World Religion. So, that would be all. Thank you for all of you who've watched and who've stayed until the end para po sa ating e-Tulay session today. So, for comments, suggestions, and email us at edtech@deped.gov.ph. So, I am Tutor Anna from SDO Las Piñas City National Senior High School CAA Campus, and see you again po next week, and let's stay tuned for As for High School. Bye po!